Chapter 2. Anne returned to Sedley Hall the following morning prior to taking a trip to Edinburgh for consultations regarding Morecambe estates and some holdings to be developed north of the border. Eric remained in Newcastle at the flat and caught up with some of the backlog of work that had arisen during the last few days. He spent 2 days in court, largely unproductively, on a civil matter involving the libelling of a local councillor, and a couple of days interviewing and advising clients. It was all pretty run-of-the-mill stuff, although he did manage one afternoon with Ted Granger offshore, aboard one of Dawson's fleet. There were occasional advantages to having a marine and commercial practice. Certain perquisites did arise from time to time. There was no point in returning to Sedley Hall at the weekend with Anne still in Edinburgh, so he relaxed at the flat, sleeping late on the Sunday. He had only just woken up when the phone rang. It was Ted Granger. "You seen the papers this morning?" "I've only just got up." "Leading article in the Times. You better read it." "What's it about?" Eric asked. "We don't get a newspaper delivery here weekends." "It's Salamander," Granger replied. "Gower Rue have made a new bid, and it's splashed all over the Sunday quality press." "Hell's flames," Eric said. "I'd better get out. Thanks for calling, Ted." Eric dressed quickly after a brief shower and, still unshaven, he left the flat and walked to the nearest newspaper shop at the corner of the next block. Back in the flat, he quickly found the article Granger had mentioned. The headline was thick and black: "New Attack on Salamander." Eric sat down and read the article quickly. It began by summarizing the timetable of events that had led up to the present situation. It described how the Salamander Corporation had been built in the States and had then moved its centre of operations to London. Filled in with some background on the smaller financial house of Gower Rue and the sources of the backing for their takeover bid for Salamander, and then highlighted the steps in the chain of events. It began with the launch of the bid and the rumours that emerged concerning the Salamander defence. The reference of the Gower Rue bid to the Department of Trade and Industry and its subsequent clearance was dealt with, and then comment was made about the Salamander response. "There are elements of uncertainty," Eric read, "about just what the Salamander board is doing to fight off its importunate rival. As Gower Rue snap at the Salamander flanks, the board..."